Okay, I wanted to show you something else also. On the water trap hose, this one was ruptured. It had a break in it, so I didn't have any 3/8 hose, so essentially I just cut it down. You know, you're not going to get a gallon of water and it is going to be a few drops. You know, that short of space right there, that's plenty enough for a water trap. They have this pretty long. In fact, this one here also has a bad spot in it too that I'm going to need to fix. It looks like somebody had put some wrap around it with some to keep it from, I don't know, from whatever, doing something. That is the PTO side carb because it has a P on it. I've marked them. Incidentally, that's a good idea to take and mark these. I think I've got it marked. Yeah, that's a center. And this one should say M for mag. Yes, it does. Okay. So also, when I'm putting my gasket on, I've got a little bit of sealant, and I like this Ultra Gray by Permatex. I had this already coated, but it's kind of dried. I'm going to put just a little bit more on it to moisten it up because I had to go in and change my SD card to my camera. But you can still see the print on the gasket. That's how thin of a coat you want to put on there. Very, very thin. If you put a big old bead on there and you squeeze it in there, it's going to spooge out all over inside your carb, and what a mess it'll be. Your floats won't float, and yeah, don't do that. Put a very, very tiny little bit. In fact, I use about this much for a gasket. Yeah, there you go on your finger. That's enough. That's plenty. Probably too much. So use it very sparingly if you use this stuff on there. Now the reason why I'm using this, you don't have to, but these gaskets here were welded to the bottom of these deals, to the bottom of the float bowl. So if I put a little bit of this gasket maker on there, or a little bit of this Permatex Ultra Gray, it keeps the gasket from absolutely welding itself to it. You might even be able to use the gaskets over again. Ooh, twice. So let me put that together. We've got our main jet and we've got our pilot jet put in there. Notice that this is clean also, and we're inspecting these. Okay, so let me get these done here, and I'm not necessarily cleaning them. This one has a little bit of crap on it from the belt, it looks like, but it doesn't matter what it is on the outside as long as it isn't caked with goo. I'm okay with it. It's the insides that matter. So I'm okay. I'll probably wipe them off a little bit and kind of inspect the ends, make sure that it's got some crap in there. It looks like I might wipe that out around that jet and where the airflow goes in. But I'm not going to by any means soak these or clean these in carburetor cleaner or any kind of thing like that, because it was a running sled. Depending on how bad your carbs are, you know, a couple of things you want to check out here. There's some little air lines and whatnot. You want to make sure they're not cracked. You want to make sure the little caps on the air lines are okay. They're not cracked or broken, and it's not drawing air anywhere to make the carburetor function funny. Okay, so let me get these together.